You think you're funny, do you?
You ever get to the end of a word problem and realize you have no idea what you just read? In today's lesson, we're going to solve a multi-step word problem. We're going to define a variable for the unknown quantity, and then we're going to show our thinking using a diagram or a model. Let's jump in. All math word problems and situations have an unknown. We're supposed to read the word problem carefully and figure out what's unknown. When you were first presented with these problems in kindergarten and in first grade, you were shown the dreaded box. It was 3 plus the box equals 7. And you had to find out what was in the box. In second grade, your teacher substituted the box with a question mark. The unknown was the question mark. And now in third grade, we introduce variables where we use letters. So it's going to be 3 plus b instead of the question mark, 3 plus the question mark. But the problem is the same. What is the value of b? A variable is simply a letter that stands for an unknown quantity. The root part of the word variable is to vary. Vary means to change things up. In this situation here, we have a student. His name is Vincent. Vincent's smoothie recipe called for 4 strawberries per smoothie. He had 28 strawberries altogether. Problem asks, how many smoothies did he make? So I know right away my unit is going to be smoothies. He sold them for $2 a piece. How much money did he make? So there are 2 problems here in one. I have 4 strawberries that are going to be used for every smoothie. I have 28 strawberries in total. And then after I make the smoothies, I sell them for $2 a piece. I need to know how much money did Vincent make. We're going to start this off by defining our variable. I choose the letter S because it goes well with smoothie, S for smoothie. I could choose X, I could choose anything. This case, I'm going to use the letter S, and it's going to stand for the number of smoothies. Since I have 28 strawberries in total, and I know that they're going to be 4 for each one, this is an equal groups problem. 28 divided by 4 equals S. I have 4 strawberries per smoothie. I need to know how many groups of 4 can I make until I use all 28 of the smoothies. 4, 5, 6, and 7 groups of 4 make 28 strawberries. Now I know, I just have to count the number of groups of 4. I have 7 groups of 4, which means that S has a value of 7 and my unit is smoothies. S equals 7 smoothies. The second part of the problem tells me that he sold them for $2 a piece. How much money did he make? I know S equals 7 smoothies. I have another variable. It asks for how much money. I'm going to use the letter M to stand for the amount of money. Let M equal the amount of money. How am I going to figure that out? Well, what's the value of M? What's the equation? M equals $2 times the number of smoothies. 2 times S, which is 2 times 7. Vincent makes $14 selling his smoothies. Okay, Ragamuffin, now you are up for the challenge. In this situation, Vincent has 5 strawberries per smoothie. He has 35 strawberries. He's going to sell them for $4 a piece. You find out how many smoothies and how much money did he make. Good luck. As you do this work, I want you to define each variable. I want you to make an equation for each of the 2 parts and then solve for the variable. Use units. I hope you realized that Vincent made $28 in this scenario. Strong math students read word problems like a detective. First thing they do is check out what the situation is all about. The next thing that they do is look at the important numbers. Thirdly, and finally, they try to read the problem to figure out what they're supposed to do. What's the question asking? They use a variable to figure out what the unknown quantity is, and they always use their units. The better ones also draw or use some sort of graphic organizer to show their thinking or to help them actually solve the problem. Hope this helps. Good luck. Remember those units.
I need to know everything. I need to know everything. Who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George. I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse. I'm ready for war. I'm coming for throats to turn to a ghost. I need to know everything.